share. So take heed to the message. Let's make sure we support her and go and subscribe to her content because she's doing an amazing job over there. I appreciate you.
Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
We need to start learning how to tell our men what we would like, what we need in a marriage. Because if you don't tell your man what you need in a marriage, this creates chaos. I always tell people on my channel, you got to learn how to talk to your husband.
One and only, take heed to the message.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for tuning into my channel called Take Heed to the Message with Abang Anwan. It just means Queen Baby. How y'all doing this morning? The title of this foolery is Nicki Minaj reportedly released following arrest in Amsterdam. Okay, that's the title of this nonsense today. But before we get into the foolery, with Nicki Minaj, we're going to talk about a couple of other issues, okay? Good morning, Melania. How are you, baby? It's good to see you. Henry, how you doing, sir? It's good to see you. Thank you for rocking with me this morning. I greatly appreciate it. Y'all could be anywhere else, but you said, let me go see what this loudmouth heifer talking about today. So I appreciate you for coming to rock with me. Shout out to Black Man Unfiltered, Lost in Translation podcast. Shout out to my second home, okay? I just love my intro. Sir, you are a scholar and a gentleman, and I thank you, okay? So we about to get into the foolery this morning. Thank you for everybody who coming in and rocking with me. I greatly appreciate it. While y'all here, please hit that like button if you feel my content. If you don't feel my content, baby, keep scrolling. My content just not for you. Okay? Let's get it in. All right. I want us to chime in on something. There is a rumor that is going around about a footballer, right? That him and his wife have 4 children. Okay. And the children were, I guess, rumored to be the pastor's children, that the wife has been sleeping with the pastor. Now, this is Nigerian news, but it swarmed over into the U.S. And I want to tell y'all something. Listen, y'all, it's a lie. Mm-hmm. K.O. Day. That is his name. I hope I'm saying the name correctly. K.O. Day Ola. Olaye. I hope I'm probably saying his name wrong. But he's a Nigerian footballer for the Eagles. And there's a big rumor about his wife cheating on him with the pastor. And I wanted to debunk it because it came on my feed and I was like, I got to share it. So it looks like they doing a defamation of character. So whoever is posting this, they're going to be looking to sue y'all. So be careful how y'all post stuff about people when you lying, okay? Or if it's a rumor, okay? So he never went and did DNA on those children. But they're going to look into it now to calm the rumors down, okay? So shout out to K.O. Day because he like, my wife ain't down with that foolery. So I just want to let y'all know. So shout out to K.O. Day. So to the bloggers that's lying on his name, y'all got to go sit down, research that thing. He didn't go take those children to do any DNA tests at all. Go research that thing. Sometimes when stuff be so amazing, we like to just come to social media and tell it. And I'm like that too. I'm not throwing no shade. I am like that too. Especially I just get up here and just run my mouth. So when I just get up here and run my mouth, sometimes my stuff do not be accurate. And shout out to Aminai 78 because she be like, Mama, nope, that's not it. So I have to retract my statement. So I just wanted to put that out there. The wife ain't do nothing. Okay. They don't have no problem with the pastor. She has not done any foolery with the pastor. And they gonna seek a DNA test anyway to cool down the rumors. Okay. That's what he said. But he said he's suing everybody who started this rumor. He's suing everybody, all the blogs and everything. They got the court order already ready. Okay. They got the court documents already ready. So now we about to get into something that is a little triggering. Okay. 5150, right, had dropped this reel, and I want y'all to hear it real quick.
Ain't nobody got the courage to stick up for Puff. I do.
What do you mean?
Go ahead.
Hey, man,
See, you wasn't here, so I want him to hear this.
Cassie ain't the y'all think she is. I always say this, man. Domestic violence is not always abuse because some like to fight. Cassie is the same woman that would go to Puff Daddy's house while Kim Porter was alive and watch Puffy beat on Kim, cuss Kim out, abuse Kim, and laugh at Kim. Kim's friends have came out and it's documented that they say Cassie used to be torturing Kim with Puff. She is not this victim broad that everybody is making her out to be. This is a treacherous. Anytime a woman that is that beautiful is dating a nigga that is that regular looking, she's hustling her. This is a woman that hustles vagina, and we treating her like she a Claire Huxtable or a respectable everyday woman. This is a libido. She's libido hungry, and she's money hungry, and she's eating, sucking, and fucking on anybody that got the paper. That $30 million settlement she got, a portion of that should go to Kim's kids. Because you tortured Kim with a married man to get to that paper. She used to be at Puff House while Kim was there on some super disrespectful shit. I'm spitting like a motherfucker.
But that don't mean that somebody needs to get beat down.
But if a woman participates in the abuse of another woman, why are all women sticking up for her? Some deserve to get whooped on.
You don't know that for a fact.
Look it up. I mean, it's just
that she watched it, that she knew. Now, knowing is a different story because some people are so twisted in their mind that they might think that they can change somebody. Now, that might have been her mistake, but that's not deserving of her getting
what I'm saying this is, women are not a monolith. Y'all ain't all created the same. Sometimes when you see a woman getting her whooped, that's because she just robbed a nigga or she set a nigga up to get murdered, or all women ain't victims. So I'm not about to run around here on this tape and act like all you is good.
We're not talking about the Cassie thing. We're not talking about all this.
Cassie, We're telling you
about that.
Why are you antagonizing for bitches?
I'm not antagonizing.
I'm just saying,
we already
do you know Cassie?
No, I
do you think she had sex?
Do you?
I don't know the bitch. I wouldn't piss on the bitch if she was on fire in the street.
We're all going on what we see.
Let me ask you a question.
On what we know, what we see.
Do you think that woman has with him after he whooped her?
100
Probably. Yeah, she stayed with him many years after that.
Talking about?
That's not still.
I don't like the motherfucker. If a bitch whoop my ass, I'm through with you.
Well.
Hey, I had a cousin get stabbed 4 times in the chest in his sleepster. A mom. I got 50 first cousins, and 80% of them is women. All women aren't dainty women that need to be.
True. I get that. That is the truth. I believe that.
I call my cousin.
But there's also a thing called Stockholm syndrome for some people, and that's crazy.
His wife shot him 5-6 times on their honeymoon because another girl called the phone, shot him, snuck him with a gun. When this nigga came to, because it's a miracle, he lived. And I love him to death. But you know what this said?
What?
I got to go get my wife out of jail.
Oh, yeah.
You just said not all women are victims. I don't.
But that's all I mean.
That's what once he came to and realized what happened. Because you know when he woke up, he wasn't right at first.
Yeah.
But once he realized what happened,
yeah,
this motherfucker was worried about the bitch who tried to murder.
Yeah, that's wild. I'm not sticking up for men that whoop women. What I'm saying is, you know, all women aren't victims. All women are not victims.
Right.
So they suspended Stephen A. when he had to say something like that.
You say what?
They suspended Stephen A. off ESPN when he had to say something like what you just said.
Yeah.
But
Corey Holcomb be starting some trouble. Oh my God, he be starting some trouble. Okay, he be starting some trouble. And Mona D, you right. D always believe. That's her motto. D has always been believe all women. You correct about that. I want to share something with y'all. When the sisterhood came out to rally, hey, Lost in Translation, how are you, sir? When the sisterhood came to rally for Kim, not Kim, I'm sorry. When the sisterhood came to rally for Cassie, right? Would they have rallied for her if they would have known all the nonsense she put Kim through? I'm just wondering. The sisterhood rallied for Cassie, right? But if they would have known all the nonsense that Cassie put Kim through, would they rally for her? We always like to forget that Cassie was the side chick. Kim was the main. Kim was the main and Cassie was the side chick. We always forget to mention that. Now, I'm not saying a woman is supposed to be DV'd. She's not. No woman should be DV'd. But when you see your predecessor being DV'd, why was it okay for you? Why we never talk about that, you know? Because I'm going to share something with you. Shout out to Black Man Unfiltered because he had shared this with me the other day. I want y'all to hear Kim when she was alive, may her soul rest in peace. She had said something about I'll be sure that she would not put up with. Check this out.
Al was very jealous, and guys were all over Kim all the time because she was so pretty. So I just remember Al and me talking to him all the time saying, boy, fall back. You know, she's not going anywhere. But he was very possessive.
You would have girls like throwing themselves literally, like throwing themselves, throwing their panties, giving their numbers in front of me when I'm there, when I'm not there. I'm a very secure person, but that's a lot to have to deal with at all times.
He's controlling her, she's controlling him, she's acting out. It's not gonna work.
Around the time of Quincy's birth came the arrival of another son, Devin, by another woman.
When someone cheats and they have a child with someone else, that's my boundary. You know, that's, you know, for me, that's where I draw the line. And so with that happening, it made it a little easier to leave.
It was an acrimonious split. It wasn't fuzzy and warm, or it wasn't amicable. And so Al faced a lot of challenges being a father with an estranged mother.
Obviously, you know, I hadn't gone through the maturation process of, you know, I'm still young, come on, I'll be sure, and I'm on the road, and this pandemonium and it's crazy and stuff. I jacked that one up. Yeah, I sure did.
My question is, how is it that she didn't co-sign? She didn't put up with I'll be sure shit. She did not. She didn't put up with I'll be sure shit. She was like, I'm done, I'm gone, right? But she sat up there and put up with Diddy shit. May her soul rest in peace. She sat up there and put up with Diddy shit. But I'll be shit, she was like, no, I draw the line. When you're cheating and you're having children, I draw the line. May her soul rest in peace. I want to first say that. This is the problem that I have. If we would have known that Cassie had all this nonsense going on beforehand, when she was disgracing Kim and mistreating Kim because she was the side chick. And she saw Kim being abused, right? And just laughed about it because this is what the friend said, that she was laughing about it and joking about it. Why are we defending Cassie? Both women were hurt. Why are we here to defend Cassie when she signed up for that shit? She saw her predecessor. It's not like she didn't see her predecessor. Young Miami was like, no, I see what you doing to Cassie. I will not be elevated to the main bitch post. I will not be elevated to the main bitch post. So some of y'all be hating on Miami, but she was smart for that. She was like, you will not be whooping my ass. I will stay in the side chick, okay? In the side chick zone. I will not graduate. That's what happened. But I want to know, why do we sit up and we just immediately come to Cassie aid? But when Kim was going through it, nobody said nothing. All those stars, I'm not talking about us, average Joes. I'm not talking about us. But all the stars that was in their realm, they saw Diddy disrespect Kim. They saw Diddy do nonsense to Kim. And none of them said anything. But you will hear them now. You will hear them now all on social media talking about they gonna whoop Diddy behind and all this other stuff. Scrappy was like, he gonna whoop Diddy and all this nonsense. Listen to me. Listen to me. This is the nonsense. This is the foolery. O'Shea Duke Jackson said a couple days ago, if you really want to find out how somebody doing, y'all all in Hollywood, right? All you got to do is call her. All you got to call her. Why are you coming in social media so to be like, yeah, Scrappy said he going to do something to Puff? You ain't doing nothing to Puff. Stop that line. He got too much security. You're not doing nothing to him. You're not doing one thing to him. All y'all up here on social media talking about you'll do something to Puff. You ain't going to do nothing. He still got security. You ain't going to do nothing. And more than likely his security carry. Please go sit down. I'm not sitting up here clapping Puff. He is dead ass wrong. Dead ass wrong. But the fact still remains is that we all out here rallying for Cassie, but nobody rallied for Kim. And I know y'all gonna be like, well, there was no footage. We saw the signs. You ain't never see this woman smile one day in her life in these pictures. But she sat up here, and I'm gonna share something with you. Kim signed up for it too. She sat up there and said, I'm going to lose my relationship with I'll Be Sure. I don't want to be bothered with I'll Be Sure no more because he got a baby on me and he's cheating. This is the same thing that Diddy did. Same thing he did. But yet she stayed. So who do we really go to bat for when they both knew that they was messing with nonsense? I'm just saying. They both knew they was messing with nonsense. Okay? Lost in Translation said she signed up for this mess. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She signed up. And Mona D said, sure did. She sure did. Yeah, you got it, Lost in Translation. Thank you, sir. Malik, what's going on, hon? It's good to see you. Thank you for rocking with me this morning. Mona D said, women are not dumb and blind. They know what's up. The resources, the bag, the access to powerful men is why they keep it going. Go ahead, Mona. Mona always dropping gems. Hey, Kasim, how are you, sir? I believe the sisterhood will still rally behind her because they would one day need the same grace they should extend. Ooh, I like that. I like what you're saying. I like what you're saying. Melania said, "You are not a victim when you tolerate it for luxury lifestyle." I like that too. I like that too. Lost in Translation says um, she decided to be an option rather than be a wife. Ooh. Now Mona is just co-signing it. Mona co-signing it. Women's ability to be independent decision suddenly goes away when the truth is exposed and doesn't look good when they knew and went back to the same man. Ooh, Mona, that's nasty, Mona. I like that. I like that. Hey, Eugene Steele, how are you, sir? It's good to see you. That's the thing with these rich men. They think they are so rich. They think that women just see the money. Therefore, they can do what they want with women or anybody for that matter. Now, Eugene Steele is speaking correct because Puff Daddy didn't, well, yeah, we call him Diddy, right? Diddy didn't just do this to women. He didn't just mistreat women, he did it to men too. He demasculated men too, even in his own office, where people used to walk in on him getting head by a man, allegedly. Okay? So he didn't just do it to women, he did it to men too. Okay? Now, he said, Kasim, I agree. That was my first thought as well. Many women have been Cassie in when the men had Kim and they were willing participants and a bus of a woman too. I hope I'm saying that right. In the business of the women too. I understand that. I like what you said, Mona, too. I just don't want to co-sign foolery because if you saw if you saw your predecessor being mistreated, why would you think it's okay? I don't care how much money he giving you or how the lifestyle that she lived. She going through hell. I don't want nobody to be whooping on me. She going through hell. I don't know. I can't agree with that. I'm sorry. Lost in Translation said, "When money is your god, you will be found on your knees in strange places." This is true. This is true because a lot of men, okay, a lot of men and women too, have been found wanting. They have went to Diddy for record deals and this and that, and he told them, "Well, do what it do and get on all four floors or bend over or whatever," allegedly, and they done it. And then let me share something with you. No record deal come out of it, and you can't do nothing. So yes, he was powerful, but let me share something with you. Maybe that's just not your calling, baby. You know, maybe that's just not your calling. See, some people, and you see it in social media streets too. Some people, you will think that this is what you're supposed to do. You would think that this is your blessing. Okay. I'm going to be a singer. You would think that this is your blessing because somebody hyped you up or told you that you have a beautiful voice. You can sing. Okay. So now you go out there and you drop in music, but the people don't like it. Your voice sound horrible to them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why your record deal, your career, your singing career have not flew anywhere. Okay? That's like on these social media streets. A lot of people get upset with me and be like, "How Take Heed shit is flying off the handle?" And she just got on the scene. I'm going to share something with you. There's not an art to this shit. It is not an art to this shit. Only thing you got to do is make sure you pump out content on a regular. And the people who like your shit, they got to like your voice. That's it. They gotta like your voice. I just resonate with people because I talk true shit. I resonate with a lot of people. And also, my character remind y'all of somebody in your family that you had loved at one time. Maybe she passed on to glory. So that's why a lot of people follow my shit. Okay? It's not no science to this stuff. It's just that long as you pump out content on a regular, you gonna fit into the algorithm. And another thing too, if people like your shit. So don't get mad with me because people like my shit. Don't say, oh, well, she just got here for no reason. And now look, her shit flying off the handle. Don't get mad with me and throw rocks and then hide your hand. If you don't like me, you don't want to fuck with me, just say you don't want to fuck with me. I'm not going to be mad with you. Just keep your side of the street. I'm going to keep my side of the street. That's how we go. That's it. So now my problem is with this whole thing is that it's painful. It's painful. She saw the signs. But you know what? No matter how many times we say she saw the signs, the sisterhood will not believe it anyway because I'm going to share something with you. Some of them would have fucked Diddy for that money. A lot of them would have fucked Diddy for that money. Okay? That's the truth. A lot of them, these women who standing up, a lot of them would have slept with Diddy too. They would have been the side chick as well. That money make you do some strange things for a piece of change, honey. I ain't gonna lie to you. Mona said I had the same convo with my family member. They chose to stay with a man that mistreated them, and they complained to me about they were mistreated, and she believed she had no other options. Okay, I understand. I hope I said that correctly. Mary, if you saw his ex going through, it's foolery to think it's foolery to think you were going to be the one to change him. Diddy preys on desperate women and use their frame to lure them in. Oh, that's nasty. Maria, thank you, my dear. Thank you. And Mona co-signing it too. Lost in Translation said, to this day, they will sleep with him. This is true. They'll sleep with him. That money look nice. They gonna sleep with him. A lot of women don't want to say they will, but they'll sleep with him. Okay. Now we're gonna go to something else real quick. I want us to chime in on something else. I need y'all to hear this foolery that Sexy Red had came out with. This is her new song. So I want y'all to hear this because women gonna be promoting this now. They gonna be saying nobody gonna. I already said this yesterday. Now everybody gonna start saying fuck that wedding ring. Now everybody gonna start saying fuck that wedding ring because she got a song like that now. Y'all listen to it. Here you go. You're my everything. I wrote this for you, baby. I love you. You're my everything. I'm your main bitch. Fuck a wedding ring. She said, I'm your main bitch. Fuck a wedding ring. You know now our women are like, we don't need to get married. Fuck that marriage. I'll take the baby. You know, they saying that already. Fuck the marriage. I will take the baby. Okay. And now this is the new song. She done dropped some shit. And I'm gonna share something with you. It sounds like a trance. It sounds like a trance song that she making, like just like a spell or something. You hear the beat, how slow the beat is. Babe, you my everything. I'm your main bitch. Fuck a wedding ring. That's what she said. Now all these women, they already saying it now. But now it got a little beat to it. Okay? And I'm going to share something with you. Like Minister Louis Farrakhan said, okay? If you are not, okay? If you are not, I'm going to spin it a little bit. If you are not married, right? If you are not married, if you don't have a man, you have failed at womanhood. That's what Minister Louis Farrakhan said. He said, if you're not married, if you don't have a man, you have failed at womanhood. You have failed at womanhood. So now it's okay. We got a whole song now that fuck a wedding ring. That's what it is. Hi, Anya. How are you, honey? Fuck a wedding ring. That's the new thing now. Sexy Red done dropped it. Now, another thing too, do y'all remember yesterday I had put out a post? I copied it from I Am Dad. And there was a young girl who graduated from kindergarten. Y'all know, a little baby graduated from kindergarten. And she got up there and she said, they asked her what she want to be when she grow up. She said, I want to be pregnant. But there was women in the chat saying, no, she said, I want to be the president. She just said it wrong. Let me share something with you. If that baby said the president, the mama wouldn't have dropped the phone. The mama wouldn't have dropped the phone at all. And the crowd would not have laughed so hard if she said, I want to be president. They all would have stood up and clapped for this baby. The baby said, when I grow up, I want to be pregnant. That's what the damn baby said, okay? Bad parenting. Bad parenting, yes. Good morning, Green Beans. Good morning, Blaze. Long time no see, sir. Hey, Skinny, how are you, honey? So with that being said, okay, this is the new generation that's coming up. This is what we're raising. Now, if she said, I want to be a wife when I grow up, I wouldn't have been mad with her. I would not been upset at all with the mama or nothing. If she said, I want to be a wife, you can't get mad with this baby. This baby is only about 5 years old. You can't even get mad with her. But she said, I want to be pregnant. So you get mad with the mama. Now, if this young girl said, this baby got up there and said, I want to be president, the whole crowd would have got up, they would have clapped. If she said, I want to be president, the mama would not have dropped the phone. Everybody was laughing and everything. That baby didn't say, I want to be president. This is why I'm talking about y'all fake sisterhood. Y'all be putting bullshit in the comment section for just doing nonsense, boo-boo the fool nonsense. Y'all know that baby said she want to be pregnant. And that ain't make no sense at all. If she said, I want to be a wife, I would have clapped hands for that. You want to be a wife. That's good. You should want to be a wife. But this baby right here going to be somebody baby mama. Because she going to keep that in her mind, in her heart. Unless her mama do some work and change her mindset. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, I want us to chime in on something that a post I heard. And it was a little crazy. So I want y'all to listen to this real quick.
Character and what type of woman. You just left him at his lowest. That says a lot about your character and what type of woman you is. And you definitely not a woman that I want with.
No, but we can work something.
No, there ain't no work or nothing though.
But this was different.
What's different? What do you mean what's different?
Because, you got something going for you.
Okay, but okay, so say I end up trying to be with you. The moment something go wrong with me, you gonna leave me just like him.
No, I'll stay.
Why me? Why am I so special? Why didn't you stay for him?
Well, he couldn't give me the things that
well, guess what? I'm not doing that either. I'm not a trick at. So if you got in this car thinking I'm gonna take you shopping, trips and all that, you ain't my girl, you're in the wrong car. I'm not doing, listen, I'm not doing none of that. So if you're not abiding by what I say, it's not happening. I'm not taking you shopping. I'm not giving you money, and I'm not taking you on trips unless you're my girl. And right now, you're nothing.
No, I'm something.
No.
Okay.
That's like me saying you're gonna drop that neck. Exactly. See that face you got right there? That's the face I should have had when you talking about you left your dude at his lowest point. That's probably the face he had. You just left him at his low.
So now, y'all ever heard of that? It's a YouTube channel, right? That they catch gold diggers, right? And they have those nice fancy cars and stuff, and they always catch those young girls. So I clipped this from one of their shows. Okay, shout out to that team over there because they be unleashing some real good stuff that make young men think. So she goes and he asks her, they got in the car. She finally gets in the car with him. And he asks her, so why you and your last man, why y'all break up? And you know what she said? She said, well, he couldn't give me the things that I needed, you know. He couldn't provide for me like I wanted him to. And I'm gonna share something with you. A boyfriend is not supposed to provide for you. Your husband is only supposed to provide for you. Your boyfriend is not supposed to provide for you. So now, with that being said, right, there's nothing wrong with him helping you sometimes, and there's nothing wrong with you helping him sometimes. But he's not supposed to provide for you. A husband is supposed to do that. And so, at his lowest point, she left him because he couldn't give her the things that she wanted. So she left him. So this guy who is, you know, playing a prank on her, he was like, how can I be with you when you left your man at his lowest point, when he ain't have nothing? You left him just so you could be with somebody, a guy like me. He said, I'm not going to do everything that you need me to do for you. You not my girl. You not nothing to me. She said, I'm something. He said, you not nothing to me. Sometimes y'all young women, y'all older women, y'all will go and try. You see the grass across the street. It look beautiful. Your grass got holes in it and everything. So you think your grass is worse than the people grass across the street until you cross the street. And then you see ditches and alligators and all types of foolery on their side of the street. And then you look back at your side and you look at your side, you say, my side wasn't that bad, but you can't go back. You can't go back to your side. That's why a lot of y'all up here talking about, I need a Uno reverse card. Ain't no Uno reverse card, okay? Ain't no Uno reverse card at all. Mona D said, right, they tried to clean it up. She said what she said, pregnant. This is true, she did. Now here goes Skinny doing some nonsense. Eugene still said, I seen the video. I seen the video like this. Yes, I seen it. I have seen it. You right. Skinny said, I'm sick of these fake gold digger videos. He's London's way. He's in London's way. Oh, that's nasty. Hey, Corey Joe, how are you? It's good to see you. Thank you for coming to rock with me this morning. Melania said, leave him because he couldn't provide a luxury lifestyle, a lifestyle that isn't necessary. Go ahead and drop those gems, Melania. So that's the whole issue right there, y'all. Sometimes we will sit up here and complain about the man that we've been with or the husband that we have, that he don't do certain things because your girlfriend is telling you, my man do this, my man do that. My man do this, my man do that. And so you think the grass is greener on the other side. So you go and say, well, I don't need my husband no more. I don't need my husband no more. I don't need this man no more. I'm done. I want to graduate, because that's the bullshit y'all say. I want to graduate. And then take some time, you find out you done fucked around and found out. You done messed up. You done messed up. I share a little tidbit with you. I remember there's a couple that me and my husband always rock with. And every chance you get, they would be just dancing, every party, dancing. Every party we went to, every gala we went to, they will always be dancing. I used to tell my husband, they always dancing all the time. Like, he's so seductive with his wife, you know? And I was a little jealous. I was telling my husband, I was a little jealous. And my husband said to me, baby, that's show. That is all show, honey. That's all show. And about a year later, I found out it was all show. It was all show. And she wound up being pregnant by another man. Mm-hmm. She wanted to place that baby on her husband. It was another man, baby. Mm-hmm. So all that fake dancing and moving around at all these parties, making like you in love, and you doing boo-boo the fool bullshit to your husband. That's why never judge a book by its cover. Never judge a book by its cover. Because can you imagine? I can't even put in my mind that I can go spread my legs to another man and have a baby with him and destroy my marriage. That's nonsense. I'm sorry. I don't agree. I don't agree. Blaze said, yeah, I know the video you're talking about, but I think there are a dozen people who do that trap or gold digger content. It all looks script to me. I understand, Blaze. I feel you on that one. Eugene still says, if this man was like Diddy, he will probably would have taken this woman and abused her. But this man is not a monster. Ooh. All right now. All right now. Y'all dropping gems this morning. So now I want y'all to hear this foolery that happened on that Bubble Pop dating show. I want y'all to hear this. And how the brothers all was like, nah, this is a no-go. I want y'all to hear this.
My name is Kim. I'm 27. What's up, Tyra? How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, so I popped the balloon because honestly, like, I was supposed to go to lunch with her like last week and she ain't hit your boy back. So I mean, like, on to the next. Like, but she's like a winner. Like, she cool. We've been knowing each other. She cool. You know what I mean?
Now he exposed her. He was like, we were supposed to go to dinner last week, but you know she played your boy out. So he saved those brothers some time. She was on some demon time. He saved those brothers some time. He was like, nah, she cool though. She cool. Those bubbles, listen, those balloons was popping. They ain't get two shits if she was cool or not. They was like, she's cool. They was like, nah, I don't have time for that. I don't blame them. I would have popped those balloons too. I don't blame them one bit. Green Bean said, getting pregnant is like comparing the chicken pox now. I'm tired of you. That's wrong. That's wrong, Green Beans. That's terrible. Yes, Eugene said pop, pop. And then here go Corey Joe laughing. This is true. They popped all that nonsense. They was like, we don't have time for you. I remember somebody showing that video. Yes, honey. Yes. All the balloons. Lost in Translation said all the balloons, damn it. That's right. That's all them balloons, honey. You got to go. That is nonsense. Now, I want to share something with y'all. There is a pastor being thrown out of the church. And I want y'all to hear what the congregation has said against this pastor. Check it out, y'all.
When 2 or 3 refused to touch and agree, it was an ugly scene outside of a Jackson church this Sunday. Members demanded that their pastor vacate the pulpit.
On holy ground.
He can stay here.
It's a flock clearly divided.
We got leadership that's been voted out as of yesterday, and that leadership is refusing to leave. So the members are standing firm here so that we won't have service this morning.
Well, if you don't agree with him, there have been 3 instances when people have tried to talk in church and turned off the mic. And so they will send them a letter telling them that they're no longer needed from their positions or they can find another home. And it has happened multiple times. And everyone here is just sit with it.
They have been fighting this man from the beginning, and it doesn't make any sense. He is a godly man, and he's not doing anything wrong, and I wish that they would stop.
Not trying to take over, not trying to do anything, but when people are in leadership positions and they don't do what they're supposed to do, we just, as the body, has to take action. We don't want to be governed by the court.
Now, were the church members wrong to pull this pastor out of the church? Was they wrong? Good morning, Mr. He said, how are you, sir? Were they wrong to pull this pastor out of the church like that? They pulled them out. And the first lady, too, they pulled them out. But I'm going to share something with you. If the flock don't want you to lead them anymore, right? If the flock don't want you to lead them anymore, why are you there? They don't want you to lead them anymore. Just go. Just go. And if you a good pastor, God got something special for you. If they don't want you to lead them anymore and they want you to go, just go. Now, from what it sounds like, yeah, we don't even know. They ain't say why they pulled them out. They ain't say why. They ain't say why they pull them out. They just said they pulled them out. That he's been had a couple of incidents where congregation members had got up and tried to speak, and he cut their mic and told them they no longer can attend service at the church. So maybe they spoke against something that he was doing, and he said they no longer can attend the church. So, you know, the congregation said, we tired of you, we done. That's what they said. You know, I would like to see y'all do that to pastors who do nonsense, but y'all don't do that. Y'all don't do that. All he said is that you know, he cut mics. That's all he did. He cut mics and said you can no longer. We don't know if the person was up there cursing and getting indignant in the church. That's why he told them that. We don't know if that was happening. But when you got a pastor that's pouring syrup on the Holy Bible, you got a pastor that's throwing food all over the pulpit. You got a pastor that is acting up inside the church with the DJ and all that. Nobody said anything about him. Nobody said anything about him. Nobody said anything. Nobody said anything about those pastors. Nobody pulled those pastors out of church. But this pastor said, you can't talk like that in front of the church. What was the people talking like? He said, you no longer can attend the church. Was it something that these people were doing that the pastor called them on their ish? Always the ones that is not right, those are the ones that stay up there. Okay? Always the ones that's not right. That's what I'm saying, Lost in Translation. Lost in Translation said, I cut mics all the time. We always keep the ones that's up to foolery on the pulpit. But the ones that will get up here and tell you what it is and what it is not, and is preaching the word of God, this is the ones that you pull out of the congregation. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't know what the pastor had done. I don't know what he had done. But did it deserve him being pulled out of the church on Sunday? No, it didn't deserve it. Because these mega churches do the same foolery. I don't see nobody pulling anybody out of those churches. And we don't even know what the pastor done. Did y'all just a group of y'all decided y'all didn't want the pastor no more, instead of just voting him out, that would have made more sense. Or either you stop going to the church, that particular church, you go find a new church home. I'm just saying. Eugene still says there was actually a church who tried to get a new male member by having some of the women take IG like pics. Ooh. Oh wow. And the pastor was okay with it. Whoa, that's something. Okay. We're gonna leave that right there, Eugene. That's something. That's something. Yeah, Corey Joe said, wow, Eugene, really? Listen, I don't even know what's going on. Okay, so listen, now we about to get to the main event. So Nicki Minaj was arrested in Amsterdam for allegedly some weed, okay? And from what they're saying is that the weed actually belonged to her security. The weed was already wrapped up in a blunt already. So it belonged to her security. This is what she said. But I want to share something with y'all and the things that we don't understand. It doesn't matter if you're famous or not. It is not America. It is not America where your weight will carry you. It is not America. Okay? Most of these countries can't even stand when we go over to their side in the first place because they say we arrogant. Most of them can't stand us at all because they say we arrogant. Okay? So now, just like, and y'all know Floyd Mayweather, I ain't hear that he back over here yet. You know he's still in Dubai because somebody stole a necklace from his team and they can't even get in contact with him. Dubai said, we don't even want the money. We want the chain back. Or I think it was a bracelet. We want that back. We don't even want the money. Because Floyd paid for that thing. They was like, we don't even want the money. We want the merchandise back. Because it's the disrespect that you thought you can come to Dubai and steal. So with that being said, Nicki saying that it was not her stuff, but why didn't they take in the security in custody? Y'all got to think about that. Put two and two together. Why did she pay a fine? I'm just saying. Why didn't she pay a fine? I mean, why did she pay a fine? If it wasn't hers, it was the security. The security is the one that's supposed to be punished. But that's the statement she put out. She said it was her security that had those roll-ups. And she said they allegedly took her bag and all this stuff. This is the thing. Y'all cannot go to foreign countries and think that you can do the boo-boo the shit that you do here in America, that you're going to be able to do that shit in foreign countries. You cannot. You cannot. They're not going to put up with that nonsense. They not. I'm just saying. And so now, here we go. I want y'all to listen to what she said. Now it says TMZ. It appears Nicki been released from custody. The police department put out a statement saying it had released the 41-year-old American from custody with just a fine. Well, again, they didn't name Nicki. It appears they're refusing to name her. So they didn't name her. They just said, you know what I'm saying, that they released her and she paid the fine. Now, if the weed allegedly was not hers, okay, if it was not hers, why is she paying the fine? Yes, Lane, I see what you wrote. You said, I only watched 10 seconds of that vid. That's how interesting it was. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm not carrying drugs.
Okay, but it's not a question. I think it's.
I'm not
smart to
carrying
go
drugs.
inside.
Number one, when I came here,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
back.
you can go inside.
I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
You will get a lawyer.
No, I need a lawyer present now.
Okay, please.
Where am I going? I have no idea where I'm going.
You have to go to the police station.
What address is that?
It's 5 minutes away. It's 5 minutes away.
What's the address of the police precinct?
When you next show, you have to do it very fast, and we will help. But
You're talking about my show?
Yes.
What about it?
Yeah. We thought that they will help to try to get.
I'm not carrying drugs.
Okay, but it's not a question.
Now, he said it's not a question if you carrying drugs or not. You have to go with us to the precinct. It's not a question because they know she carrying drugs, allegedly. Okay, because I have to say allegedly. You have to be careful on social media. But they know. They don't just put you in custody. They already know you're carrying drugs. That's the same thing like in Newark, right? When the police come, when I worked in security, right? If the police come, they already knew there was drugs in your bag. They already knew. Only thing they did was bring the dog to secure it. That's it. To make sure they had the right shit. Okay? So now when your bag get pulled over by the security, once it go through the machine and you see the security officer snatch that bag offline and they tell you and you ask them, oh, what's wrong? And they say to you, nothing, ma'am. We just got to check something inside. You should immediately know they got your shit. They already know. The machine done let them know. Or whoever is the monitor done let them know you got some cocaine in your bag. You got some cocaine in your bag. And the only thing that's going to happen is the dog going to come and sniff around that bag. And once that dog sit on that bag, that shit is cocaine. You about to go to jail. So that's probably what happened. They already knew that she had some shit in her bag. They already knew. Okay. Whoever was the screener already knew she had some shit in her bag. And she trying to sit up there and say, why am I going? You going because allegedly you got some shit in your bag. He said, it's not the question, you have it. It's not even a question. We know you got it. This is the thing. Y'all got to watch how you behave when you go to other countries. Because what could have happened is they could have kept her there. They could have kept her there. Y'all know these foreign countries don't play no games when it comes to drugs. They could have just kept her there and made an example out of her. She said it was her security roll-ups. That's what she said. It was her security roll-ups. Why he ain't go? Why he ain't go down to the precinct? Let's talk about it. Lost in Translation says she knew about it. She knew about it. Lost in Translation said that was not an American mom. That's not, let me see. Not an American mom. Yes, I'm listening. I'm listening to you. I'm telling you. That's true. She should be grateful. Eugene, you speaking facts right there. She should be grateful. Okay. So Blaze said to oh, that's you just talking to him. I understand. Let me go out of that one. Here we go. Melania said, it's sad how people are willing to go to jail over weed and alcohol. Shaking my head. I feel you on that one. Lost in Translation said, I'm surprised they let her keep her phone. I was surprised too, because it looked like he wanted to snatch it from her. Mary said, why was it in her suitcase? I was thinking the same thing too. Yeah. Listen, let's normalize doing bullshit going abroad, y'all. Let's normalize doing bullshit going abroad. This is why a lot of our women, when shit like this happen, they don't know how to handle it. When they going abroad and they bring shit, this is why you got to do your due diligence. You got to study. You got to find out what you can bring to other countries and what you can't. You need to find out the law, all these things. You need to find out these things before you actually leave, okay? Before you actually leave the country, you need to find out these laws before you go out and travel. I'm just saying. Corey Joe, thank you, sir, for the membership, the one membership. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. You always look me out. I appreciate you. Tara, what's going on? I appreciate you. Walker, what's going on? Let's normalize staying at home if you can't behave. Yes. Yes. Okay. Calvin says, when you risk your freedom for a high abroad, you addicted. Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Calvin, thank you, sir. Walker said, let's normalize staying at home if you can't behave. Yes, honey. Yes. Lost in Translation says, man, if I go overseas, I'm not taking a bag or wearing clothes with pockets. I'm going to be rocking on a onesie. That's wrong. I'm going to be rocking a onesie. I don't blame you. Thank you, Corey Joe. I appreciate you for the $2 super chat, sir. Thank you. Just showing support, sis. Keep up the good work. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. I don't blame you. You have to pay attention when you travel overseas. But, you know, we think that we could just go anywhere because we Americans. We could go anywhere. There's a lot of countries can't stand us. There's a lot of countries that can't stand us. So when we do bullshit like this, they ready to make an example out of us. They ready to make an example out of us. Okay? They ready to make an example out of us. And that's the sad part right there. Because we have this holier than thou mindset that we can go anywhere we want and do whatever we want. Because even in other countries, even our government, they push on human rights. But the human rights is for LGBTQIA. They push that they want them to have human rights. But we're not talking about how the Congo, we're not talking about how they tearing up the Congo. Okay, they got all those children in those mines. We're not talking about that. That's a human right issue right there. But because that's a special mineral that they need to supply batteries and phones and all this stuff like that, ain't nobody saying shit. Ain't nobody saying shit. They just quiet. But if it's anything with LGBTQIA plus in these foreign countries, they push money for that. And a lot of these countries are just taking that money and still making the laws that they want to make. Because it's a culture. It's a culture. America does not have a culture. We do not. We just listen. We just a hot pocket. We do not have culture. Just a spewing pot with all mixes in there. We do not have a solid culture because we go for everything. Somebody get up here and tell you they want to be a man today and you know that they're a woman, it's okay. Somebody get up here and tell you that they want to be a woman today and they're a man, it's okay. Somebody tell you they want to be a dog today and they're a human, it's okay. It's the truth. We go for everything. And I'm not pushing no agenda or disliking anybody or whatever. But this is what it is. Whatever I want to be today, you're going to co-sign what I want to be today. And that's what America does. I will co-sign whatever you want to be today. Until some shit go left, then I want to co-sign what I really am. We have every agenda except trying to get us. We have every agenda push except trying to get our shit together. We worried about every other country being nasty to their people when we can't even take care of our own. We can't even take care of our own. We have millions of people here homeless, don't have a place to put their head at all, or pop the piss in the window to throw it out of, don't have nothing, don't have no food to eat. But we welcome everybody to come over here and then even promote to them, if y'all get married and have children, or if you already have a baby but y'all get married here in America, we gonna give you $1,500 a month. We gonna give you an apartment. We gonna give you a job. We gonna give you a car. We gonna supply all these things for you. But for their own people don't get she. You don't get one thing at all. And it's sad. Green Bean said this is all by design. He right. It's all by design. He right. Green Beans is speaking facts. It's all by design. Take heat. Burner Boy says something, and everybody was upset with him. Being he is Nigerian. I don't know what he said. He must have said something, and it made them mad about it. Tell me what he said, Young. What he said. I hope it let you put it in here. So all I want to do and all I want to say is that, listen, stop going to foreign countries thinking that y'all run shit. Just because we American and we can do what the fuck we want, y'all got to stop that. Other countries don't do that. They do not do that. They are ran by their culture. They are ran by their culture and governed by their own laws. And just because you're American doesn't mean that you get away with doing whatever you want to do. Okay? Young said, he said, Americans have no culture, no substance. He's right. It's true. We don't. What thing do we have that is the culture that we steal from somebody else? Cody, good morning. I'm late and already you are right. Thank you, my dear. Lane said, I think Burna Boy was saying black people don't have a culture. Lane, let me share something with you. It's true. We don't. That's the truth. We don't have no culture. We don't have no culture. Unless you're going to say we rather be baby mamas. That's the culture. That's the culture. We don't have no culture. Look at that. We can't even agree together that we shouldn't be baby mamas. We can't even get up here and say that being baby mamas is wrong. Okay? We can't even get up here and say, I want to be a wife. If a woman get up here and say she want to be a wife, all the women going to condemn her and call her a pick-me, a pick-misha. If a woman get up here and say she respect and love her husband, they going to crucify her. We don't have a culture. The black community does not, and it's sad. Yes, Cody said we have a culture that's filled with violence and negativity. And that's true. That's true. But I'm going to share something with y'all. And I know a lot of y'all going to disagree with what I'm about to say. But we were more tighter after slavery than anything. Now, we might have some bullshit we was going through. But we were more loving than anything because we understood we both went through the same thing. We understood that we both need each other. But after the late 60s, we have lost our motherfucking mind. We don't need each other or nothing. This is our downfall. When we get up here and say we don't need our brothers. We don't need our brothers. Our brothers ain't shit. They ain't educated. They ain't got nothing. This was our downfall. Because look, now we all uncovered. We all uncovered. We all uncover because we believe some boo-boo the fool nonsense. Okay? I want y'all to hear what this young podcaster has said yesterday, and I had shared it. And it's from Red Pill Awareness. Now, it's not the beginning part I want y'all to listen to. The part where the footballer from Nigeria, they said his wife cheated on him. That's not true. That is not true. The footballer is doing the whole thing. He about to sue some people because it wasn't true. So it's just like gossip, okay? But the ending part, I want y'all to hear this part that he said, this young man.
40% of men are raising kids that's not theirs. I want to say it's even higher than that. I want to say it might be close to 50, 60%. Damn near maybe 70, because how many men realistically get a DNA test when his wife is pregnant? Automatically, you assume it's yours. This is why I said for years, for decades, that DNA test should be mandatory at the hospital. Baby come out, get the DNA from the father, get the DNA from the baby, find out right there before any birth certificate is signed or any of that bullshit. Women are literally sin. They were formed in sin. In every ancient text, women are described as sinful creatures. The bitch bit the apple and fucked all of us. How many times you gotta learn this shit? If they're not guided by a man and they have free will, they lead to self-destruction single time. This is not woman bashing. This is facts.
Now, he said something, and I want to know if it's true. If they're not being led by a man, right? If they're not being led by a man, are they not grounded if they're not being led by a man? If a woman is not being led by a man, can she end up in foolery? This is the question we got to ask today. If a woman is not being governed by a man, is she led into damnation? Because if she doesn't have the father, right? If she never had a father in her life, and so she's never been under a covering, because there's some women who are still under their father's covering because they're not married yet. So she still has an obligation to answer to her father. So she's not married yet. So she's under a covering. This woman doesn't count. Who I'm talking about. I'm talking about a woman who grew up just with her mother alone. And her mama taught her bullshit. And so she got out into the world and she herself listens to the nonsense that the world preaches. Is it not a lot of these young women messed up today because they're not governed by men? Because I'm going to share something with you. A lot of women make foolish decisions on their own. When they're given free will, a lot of women make foolish decisions on their own. I'm one of them. When I did not have a covering and I was doing shit on my own, I got myself in some bullshit. I have been in bullshit before. So I want to ask y'all that question real quick. Now, if she's not governed by a man, can she put herself in some bullshit? Y'all let me know. Let me know what you think. Let me know. Green Bean said the same country we plead for help for Black men is this country. They still get harassed by the police. This is true. Eugene said, okay. Hello, Queen, everyone in the chat. How are you, my dear? Young said yes, because he is her balance between logic and emotion. I like that, Young. I like that, what you said. Okay. I'm not ashamed to say that I messed up, but I received help with my situation. No father, no mother in my life, just my grandmother. I understand. Cody said yes. She's not exempt, Queen. Yes. She's not. Yes. Henry said, yes, emotions sway their decision. I'm gonna share with you why. You know you going out. Let me just paint a picture for y'all real quick. You know you going to the club with your friends, right? And that outfit that you got on with all those holes in the outfit and your breasts out and you got holes all on the side of the dress, you know that's a come fuck me dress. Let's act like we know. We grown here now. Let's act like we know. That's a come fuck me dress. That's what you wearing. So now when a man walk up to you and he start talking to you out of the side of his mouth, now you ready to go off on him and curse him out. But that's a come fuck me dress that you wore. Now, if you had a man that had logic, right? He gonna tell you, baby, don't wear that. He gonna tell you, baby, don't wear that because you're gonna seek all types of unwanted attention. Okay? Why do a man gotta tell you that the way you dress is too fresh and you supposed to know? You walking into a club and you got on a nice outfit or whatever, okay? This is another prime example, or either a restaurant, okay? And y'all walking back from the restaurant maybe to your car or something, right? And you look good, and that behind is spread wide and everything. And so a group of men see y'all walking together, and he see you holding, okay, you holding your husband hand or your boyfriend hand, and one of them say, "Ooh, she got a fat ass. That bitch got a fat ass." One of them say that, right? You immediately start looking at your man. Oh, why the fuck you ain't say nothing? Why he talking to me like that? Now, mind you, there's a group of men. There are a group of men, and your man is one person. And he pulling you and telling you, come on, don't worry about that. Just come on, get in the car. And you telling them, motherfucker, my man to do this, my man to do that. No, your man is not. There are 5 other men out here and one man, your man. 5 other men out here that's gonna jump your man and hurt him. And for you to have the understanding that you don't want this man to get hurt, you don't have that understanding. What you would say is that why you didn't defend my honor? Because he said, I got a fat ass. Why didn't you defend my honor? The first thing I would have thought about is that we got to get out of here because I want my husband to be safe. This is some foolishness. This some foolishness that somebody would say something like that to me. That mean these brothers was on demon time. They would have whooped him, whooped you, and God knows what else they would have done to you. And you worried about him saying you got a fat ass. A lot of melanated sisters, not even melanated sisters, a lot of women has sent their men 6 feet under all because of some words. And not even just their men, their fathers, their brothers, their cousins, and their uncles, just on some words that somebody said to them. When women don't have structure and logic does not play in their lifestyle, okay, they can get out here and do some boo-boo the fool nonsense. Even me, as old as I am, if I did not have my king to talk me out of some bullshit that I would have done, and even as old as I am, I would have probably messed my life up too. Be out here, oh, shoulda, coulda, woulda, talking about I need a man to hold me at night. I need a man to hold me at night. God made man the head for a reason. And I'm going to share something with you. A lot of y'all may be offended, but it's true. A man that has logic is a powerful weapon. A man that has logic and he understands the assignment is a powerful weapon. But y'all rather be under these jesters that because he can't tell you what to do because you doing whatever you want to do and he ain't going to say nothing. He ain't gonna say one word. And you know why he ain't gonna say nothing? Because he just there to fuck you. He not there to make no relationship with you, and he not there to marry you. A lot of y'all miss that part. When y'all get up here on social media talking about my man don't tell me nothing. My man let me do what I want to do. And I'm gonna share with you something. If he like that, he don't want you. If he like that, he lets you do whatever you want to do. He does not want you. I want you to know that in advance. He do not want you at all. Because a man that will not teach you will not keep you. A man that won't take time to teach you, he will not keep you, baby. I don't care how good you think you living. Oh, he never say nothing to me. I do whatever I want to do. He doesn't want to keep you. That's why. That's why he give you no corrections. He don't want to keep you. Y'all always miss that part. Walker says, a man who allows you to do whatever you want doesn't love you. He's right. He is correct. Mm-hmm. Young said, they got eyes. They can look the same way. I did as long as they don't touch you or me. Yes, he's right. Long as they don't touch you or me, they got eyes. They can look. That's the thing that we miss. We want our men to defend our honor because somebody say you got a fat ass or you a bitch or this and that. But you got to look at the situation. Look how many men are around. And even if it was only one man that said it to your man or said it to you, you don't know if he had a peace be still. And take your man out for some boo-boo the fool reasons. And now you got to go home and try to explain this to your boyfriend's family or your husband's family, all because you want this man to defend your honor. My sisters, I wholeheartedly, believe that when we don't have structure, we doomed to fail. A lot of y'all as old as me that don't have structure, y'all the same ones on social media. And that's right. Lost in Translation said, or your kids. This is true. A lot of y'all on social media that's preaching to the masses because you don't have a covering, you teaching them bullshit. Yes, you teaching them bullshit because you do not have a covering yourself. You don't know what it's like to have a covering. How can you teach these young women anything about men? You can't teach them anything. You can't teach them how to be obedient and how to just close your mouth. At times, you're going to have to close your mouth. You may not even agree. You may not agree with your husband all the time, but there's sometimes you got to close your motherfucking mouth and let it be what it is. And I know that's harsh to say, and y'all going to say, oh, no, you just a pygmisha. I'm just letting you know sometimes you're going to have to close your motherfucking mouth. Take heed to the message, everybody. Everybody have a wonderful day. Much love to you all. Enjoy the holiday. I know I am. Enjoy the holiday, everybody. Thank you for donating. Corey Joe, I appreciate you, baby, for always coming through like you do. And thank you to everybody who came and rocked with me today. I greatly appreciate y'all. You didn't have to, but you did. You said, let me go see what that loudmouth heifer going to be talking about today. And I appreciate y'all. I know I was all over the place, but I was trying to get all the news out that I could. So I appreciate all of you for rocking with me today. And to all the content creators, keep pushing your content. No matter what anybody say, push your content. Do what it do, baby. Much love to you all. Thank you for rocking with me. If you want to donate to the channel, you can donate through Cash App. You can also donate through Super Chats. If you want to buy anything from our family business, it's called ubnracksfashion.com. If you're interested, okay? And it's 5 links in my bio on YouTube. Also, If you want to shop merch with us on YouTube, you will see the link in the bio. So it has cups, water bottles, mugs, hoodies, shirts, and bags and book bags if you're interested. Okay. Just go check it out for me. Green beans, I'm always seeing you put that in here. I'm here for them dimples. I'm tired. What is going on here? You always saying that. Be respectful, green beans. I don't want to have to block you. I don't want to have to block you, sir. Okay? Be respectful. Thank you. Green beans, you know I'm only playing with you, sir. Have a great one, everybody. Much love to you all. Take heed to the message, y'all.